everyone. How's it going? All right, I've got a bit of a debacle going on here. Excuse my, There we go. I think I'm back. Maybe. Actually, I've lost my chat. Give me 1 second here. You're very cold there, geeks. I'm definitely having some problems with my chat here. I tried something different today. It's always a bad idea. There we go. Now I see everybody. Okay. So, you're hoping the roof's not going to fly off. Do you have a windstorm going on there, Lizard? All right. We should have game audio. It looks like we've got Geeks and Dan and Steph and Lizard all in chat. And Geeks, I don't know when you posted that message, the first message, but were you actually even on, or did you post that like days ago? I'm just asking. Anyways, so everybody, it sounds like it's pretty cold, at least in this part of the world, and apparently Lizard is going to have the roof fly off. Can everybody hear me all right? Everybody can hear me? Alrighty. We are going to go ahead and get started here. So, you posted it like when you had 20 hours before. I'm kind of wondering if you were on, because I logged in, I think, about 10 minutes prior to when the stream was supposed to start, and it was already posted there. Last 2 to 3 days were really windy, Lizard. Having all sorts of, like, crazy thunderstorms out in Prague, or just windy just in general? Loud and clear for the audio? Cool. Well, as I promised you guys, I spent like another 10 minutes after we ended last time, and I was wandering around for the daily book. I did manage to find it, so when we hop back in, and I did check the save function, so I logged out in and out a couple of times, and it saved from the position, so we don't have to worry about the going to bed at the end of the day thing. So let's jump back in here. So this is where I found the book. It was laying here on this bench right next to the ladies' bathroom, in this hallway that we don't come in. So, we should still be on day 3, I believe. Yes. So, if you see here, this is the music corridor. This is the one where it's the upperclassmen corridor. So, the East Wing classrooms are supposed to be for the first-year students, and the West Wing corridors, classrooms are supposed to be for the the higher level students. So we were not really in there so much. So anyways, my audio is a little bit loud. Is it loud for you guys? All right, there, I turned it down at least for me. All right, so we do have the book now, as long as I can remember exactly where it is. I did actually go in and I found... So here's the papers, the daily papers. Here we go. The book that I found was The Ugly Duckling, so we do have the ability to play this now. Answer questions about the story of how the ugly duckling grew into a beautiful swan. Not bad here. Are you like an always hot person, Dan? The mother duck is very proud of all her ducklings, even the ugly duckling, no matter what the other animals say. Can you figure out which of her ducklings is the youngest? How would we tell which one is the youngest? So I imagine this is the ugly duckling, which is probably the one that came out of the brown eggshell here. One would expect it would be something about their appearance, right? I don't see really any difference between the broken eggshells. There's tracks to the water. So is it maybe this guy, because his tracks are the freshest? Let's try that. That's right, fresh tracks are leading from the nest to that duckling. It probably hatched recently. Cool. Alright, bonus question. Exactly how many ducklings does the mother duck have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 sets of eggshells, so there's apparently not one present in the photo. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, there's obviously 4 in the picture. Although, again, technically only 2 sets of footprints. Four has to be too obvious, right? I mean, that's literally how many are in the photo. Yeah, I'm counting 5 from the eggshells, but I guess, I can try 4. Geek says 6. Alright, let's try what Geek says. Nope. 1 would be from the goose. Maybe. I thought that was the point of the ugly duckling. I thought he kind of became... Anyway, maybe not. Okay. Well done. It seems that not all of her ducklings ended up in the picture, so it's a good thing you counted the cracked eggshells. Also, the mother duck doesn't know this yet, but the ugly duckling is actually a beautiful swan. Okay, so he's just a misfit. He just kind of wandered in. To be perfectly honest, I don't really know that story that well. So, good job, Dan. Okay, so now we should be on to, that was the last of the things that we had to do for day 3. So we should be able to go upstairs now and go to bed. I think we already checked for chocolate bars along here, but... And to be honest, we've actually got pretty many since we don't use them very often. Oh hey, here's this thing. All of the mysterious objects we've solved so far. Well, I mean, not technically all of them, because that Maya girl has one of them. Oh. I thought I was going in my closet. Why is there toilet paper purple? Okay, let's flush the toilet. Maybe I should take a bath. A bath time achievement. Oh, goodness. I just, the Tucker guy had said in the last thing that he was, he wanted to know what the thing was we had in our closet. And I was assuming he was talking about this thing, but this is on the shelf, not in the closet, which is why I went to look in the closet. No, that's all right. Who are you? You don't look like Tucker from behind. I still am not quite sure either how we're supposed to find the... Supposedly Tucker gave us a comic book. Go to sleep? Yes. Oh, I'm just too loud. Sorry, Sam. Help me with these photos so we can go to bed, please. Okay. I got a new camera today and I can't believe how awesome the photos look. Could you help me out with them? Sure. It is quite clear that one of these photos was taken on a foggy day. What might be less obvious is that one of the other 4 photos shows that same road segment. Can you figure out which one? So... this is not correct, because if you were coming from behind the sign, the road would be going the opposite direction. I don't see this road sign, plus this one's missing a street lamp. This has all 3 of them on the same side. This one looks to be the same photo, just taken after this road sign. No. Okay. Yeah, Dan and Geeks, it looks like you guys thought the same thing as I did with the far left, the first one. But apparently they're saying that that is not correct. My instinct initially was this one because of the fact that it mirrors everything except that the road's going the wrong way. Again, if we were coming from this direction, like the opposite way, the road would be turned the other way. Alright, Lizard and Steph say 4. I thought too, Dan, it looks like it's backwards, but we'll try it because Steph and Lizard are saying to try it. The 4th photo was taken on the same road, just in the opposite direction. Wow, they need to learn a couple of things about road. You can see the 3 lamps in the back of the road sign. Again, that was my first instinct until I realized the road would be facing the wrong direction. But sure. We'll go with your logic. This road leads to a town with a peculiar name. Unfortunately, the thick fog is obscuring the very last letter on that road sign. Can you somehow figure out the full name? Okay, so My initial thought was that it has something to do with the alphabet because O, P, Q, R, but that doesn't quite work here. Oh, I get it. It should be this one. So basically what it is that for every letter, they're adding an additional appendage. So the P, if you add this bottom leg, it becomes an R. If you add something to the O, this little wing, that becomes a Q. Add the bottom to the I, it becomes an L. So you need to add something to the F, and it would become an E. I don't even know exactly how to explain that. There's a pattern in this name. Every second letter is the same as the first one before, just with an added stroke. You did it. Thank you, Sam. Tell you what, since I can tell you've got a pretty good eye, why don't you take my old camera to work on your photography skills? Oh, okay. Practice makes perfect. Perfect, and a camera is no exception, so with that in mind, here's an assignment to get you going. Take a photo of each student from our year, and when you're finished, bring the shots to me. There's a special badge in it for you. Seeing as I'm one of the students, you can start right now by taking a photo of me. The badge and I will be keeping an eye on your progress. Sam, if you want to go to bed, no problem. And if you'd like to take a photo, I'm in. How do you take a photo? What? But you went to bed. How does one take a photo? They don't really seem to show you the... Yeah, I don't know how to get the camera out. Oh, here it is at the top. The top right, it shows you. You hit the R button. Good old Tucker, roommate and master photographer. Maybe not a master at something. I don't know what it said. Okay. Another one of these, huh? Okay, it's getting creepier. Is it within our reach? We are getting closer, brother. It was hidden well. There is no time for feeble excuses. The wheels have begun spinning, and we are behind. Find the diary. The plan was far too long in the making for us to falter at the last step. We cannot fail him. Not now. But what about the ones that were already taken? We will have the chance to make up lost ground. There's a long school year ahead of us, and we are just getting started. Bye, creepy person and other creepy person. Oh, look. There's actually a third chapter. I couldn't see it. So we are on to chapter 2, Shards of the Past. Freshman, are you all right? I think it's over. Just keep calm. Attention, attention. An earthquake has struck the academy. Parts of the building are caved in. The emergency crisis center has been set up in the infirmary in the atrium. Everyone has to report to Nurse June immediately. Remain calm. The situation will be dealt with swiftly. And of course, classes are postponed until further notice. You heard the headmistress. Let's hurry to the infirmary. Well... What a mess. Let's go downstairs. Follow me and mind your step. Oh, by the way, I noticed this last time when I was I don't know what it is, but it's shiny on the wall. When I was wandering around looking for the book, there was one other thing. Was I supposed to go downstairs somewhere? There was one other thing that I wanted to check out as well. But I guess we'll see what we're able to do here now that their school's all demolished. Dave, thank goodness. I can cross you out from the missing persons list. And who do we have here? This is Sam. He's a freshman. I'll cross you out as well, Sam. That means everyone is accounted for except for Maya. Maya? She's caved in a classroom, but don't worry, she's not hurt. Johnny and his boys are on it. Is there anything we can do? Well, if one of you is skilled with machines, you could try and help them. Sam, didn't I see you helping Johnny with his machine yesterday? You seemed pretty handy. Wonderful. That's settled then. Sam, they're in the West Wing, and do be careful. Get there and see if you can help them. I'll stay here with June. There's another QR code. Chocolate bar. Hi, Nate. Hey, Sam, don't worry, I'm not hurt or anything. The nurse says I have to stay here because I'm injury prone according to my chart. But boredom hurts way more than earthquakes. My comic books would help with that a lot. Especially the new Riddle Master. I left it on one of the desks in the student club. Hey, could you go grab it for me? Okay. That was Tucker walking around back there. I don't like all this shaking going on screen. I could probably turn it off, I imagine, in the settings. Hey, Minty, do you have a minute? When the quake started, I tripped and broke my radio. I've heard you're good with this kind of device. Okay, we're gonna fix a radio. Seems like a logical thing we would do in the middle of an earthquake. A message is hidden in the radio waves. What is it? So, I'm not quite sure. Other than that, some of these things, sometimes... Didn't I pick the ruler? Whoops. Okay, well, that made a thing. So, some of the waves look like they could make letters. Like there's an M. Unless anybody else has... Oh. This one's fighting with me to put notations on it. Yes, there's cassettes. All right, oh, I guess they gave me options. I didn't even think about that. This could be man. The M, and then the A, and then an N, maybe? I hadn't even seen the prompts. I guess I should have looked on that side, huh? That must be it. The message wasn't in the waves, but in the negative spaces above them. Okay. I got another one of those strange fragments. What is the surface area of the radio's largest rectangle? What is the surface area of the largest rectangle on the radio's display? Is this another one of these things? Like, immediately you're thinking about these things, right? But really the entire face of the radio. Which isn't actually an option. Unless it's just the gray part. $28. Hey, excellent. There is a very thin rectangle at the very bottom. I don't actually see the specific thing that they're talking about, but sure. They're talking about there was something really tiny down here, I guess. Okay, well, I guess we got the right answer regardless. You did it. Thank you so much, Mentee. Music means so much to me. My mom was a singer. Your mother? She passed away 2 years ago. She was a student here as well. And 30 years ago, she was even the winter champion. You can find her name on the Student Wall of Fame. I won't bore you anymore with my stories. Thanks again. Oh, geez. Okay, there she goes. The end is coming. Repent. Those are not any of the people from my class. Are you from my class? No. Just checking for the daily book while we're running around. I would like to not have to go back and... Oh, she said about her mom on the Student Wall of Fame. Sport prizes, Survival Award to the class of 1984 team leader Drago Ripley. That's the only one that actually gives you the name of somebody. Interesting. Steph, you sent the little icon that looks like the Planner's Peanut guy. That looks like 80s dancing. That's funny stuff. Alright, well here's Sam. Apparently they're recalibrating the fog machine. Sam, over here. It's Maya, Sam. She's trapped inside. In deduction. Okay, got it. But don't worry, she'll be out in no time. We've prepared a machine to clear the rubble. In theory, it should collect rubble and compress it to 1% of its original size. And you're just in time because we need some help with the final calculations. Are you in? Sure. Guess I have to be. We can't really do anything else with the school in a disaster, huh? To start the machine, all you have to do is press each button once. Unfortunately, the instructions give you a rule set. I love how they just created this machine, but there's like instruction manuals with it, just saying. Instructions give you a rule set that you need to follow. If you press a red button, the next button you press has to be directly above or below it. Likewise, if you press a green button, your next button should be directly to its left or right. Knowing this, which button should you press first? Oh. Was I muted? I've muted here recently. Sorry about that if I was. Oh, I didn't realize there's even dials over here. So, Lizard, what I was saying is similar... I had initially considered top left as well, but when you wind around like this, you're going to hit this button, and then you either need to go above or below, which means you'll never get to these 3 buttons. So I was trying to figure out if there's a different way you can go, but again, if you hit this one, and you wind around this way, you hit this one, and you don't have above or below. Oh, wait a second. That's not even how that would work, because you would have to go... All right, let's try the top left one then. That one actually does work, right? Because what actually ends up happening is you go this way, and you hit here, and you gotta go below, and all the way over here, and you gotta go either above or below again, and again, this one above or below, so you go down here, and then this way, this way... Oh no, this one goes back up to here then. Let me put that back for a second. This one? Or was it this one? If you start here... This forces you down or up. And this one forces you over. This one's up, over this way, up. I think this one gets me the whole way around. Hey! And apologies if I was muted there in the middle of that. I try to avoid muting, but sometimes when it's, you know... There's background noises here. I just like to make sure that you guys don't have to listen to them. The instructions mention a turbo mode that you can activate by pressing the 3 buttons that make a triangle. The description is rather cryptic, but you should try to figure it out which 3 buttons activate the turbo mode. So again, if I was muted while I was talking, I noticed that these screws are at different positions on the circumference around the buttons. So apparently a couple of them make a triangle, I'm assuming. I wonder if the position of the kind of the slit in them that you would, you know, put the screwdriver head in, I wonder if that makes a difference. I don't know. Anybody have any thoughts on this one? I mean, using that logic, you can kind of connect almost any 3 of the screws, but maybe I'm looking at it completely wrongly to begin with. Alright. Focus on the screws near the buttons. Each of them is split in the middle, and I'm sure that some of them will form a triangle once you extend those lines. Okay, that was a waste of a chocolate bar. That was what I was trying to figure out, was which ones if you extended the lines, but... I mean, this makes a really long one. Yeah, those aren't going to work. Sure. Let's go with these three. First red, bottom green second. Are those the same ones that you came up with that you said never mind, Dan? Oh, goodness. Oof. This is it. It's working. Maximum power. Dad, it's working. Maya, you're safe. Are you all right? A little shaken in every sense, but I'm okay. It's good to be back, and thanks for getting me out. Happy to see that you're safe. Boys, make sure Maya gets to June. Yes, sir. I've got loads of rubble to clear around school. Stay safe. Be careful, Dad, and see you later. I don't think we'll be going to Nurse June now. What do you mean? I was preparing for class when the earthquake started. When just before the quake, my bag started shaking and glowing like crazy. What? How? The object was in my bag. I took it with me for research later. So what does that mean? I think the quake somehow triggered it, or whatever caused the quake did. What are you getting at? Think about it. The bear vanished into thin air as soon as we solved the object. It could have vanished sooner, if you ask me. Yesterday, the fog cleared in a flash again right after we solved it. If the problems stop when we solve them, maybe they're the ones causing trouble. Let's say I believe you, but how could we test the theory? Well, can you feel the aftershocks, like a pulse that doesn't seem normal? My guess is we find the epicenter, and we'll find a new object. But I don't know how we could find it. We'd need something like a seismograph. The one Hugh Hedrick constructed is displayed in the library museum. Dom, you're a genius. Quick, let's go get it from the library. Okay, let's go. Do you guys even know how to read a seismograph? We'll see soon enough, won't we? By the way, before we go in, can I take your picture? Hey, achievement unlocked, photographer. I still need pictures, I think, of Cornelius and his sister, right? The seismograph is upstairs in the museum. Let's move it. Hello. What's your problem? Oh, she's in our class. Earthquake or not, I have to study. I was just finished with this book. I'm looking for the next one, but can't find it. Care to help? Okay. Octavia clearly wants Kay to figure out which number should be written instead of the question mark, so what do you think? Okay, so I've got a guess on this. What the heck is this gold bar? I will give you guys a second to let you look at this before I give you what my answer is. Anybody come up with a solution? Blizzard says 12. All right. So if I was going to give you my guess would also be 12. Reason being is it looks like the different volumes, the different colors, you take the first number and then you add to it. So the first number here is 2, you add 2, you get 4, you add 2, you get 6, you add 2, you get 8. Same thing here, 5, you add 5, you get 10, you add 5, you get 15. So we would want to add 6 to this, we should get 12. Yay. All right. Oh, we got another Baron's Diary piece. Books are a classic hiding spot for valuable items. A bar of gold, much like this one, is hidden in one of the books on the shelf. Can you figure out which book is hiding the treasure? Interesting. It was not what I was expecting. So if you were going for sheer size, it wouldn't be 6 or 12 because they're too small. However, I'm not sure. I have a guess as to maybe what it's looking at, but I don't have an answer. Like, I don't necessarily see a pattern. So basically what I was looking at is they have these little symbols. Oh, the bow of the shelf. That's a smart idea, Dan. I was thinking it had something to do with these little symbols, but they're so faint. I wasn't even sure how you guys would see them, but the bow of the shelf makes complete and total sense. So a bow at the heaviest point should be book 10. Hey, look at that. 1 bar of gold clearly doesn't fit in any red or purple books, and the slight bowing of the shelf gives away which green book contains the heavy gold. Ha! Well done. Those of you that noticed the bow in the shelf. Wow, we did it. It's upstairs, a purple book on bookshelf number 12. Could you please bring it to me? I'm a bit paranoid about losing this spot. It's my lucky chair. Thanks, Sam. Okay, that's weird because something's gonna end up falling on your head, just saying. The massive crack in the wall. I did notice while I was running around that these things all have little plates underneath them that you can read. Headmistress of the Academy from 1920 to 1980. With her calm leadership at the helm, the Academy transitioned seamlessly into the modern era. A purple book on bookshelf number 12. This must be it. The book Kay is looking for is about symbols. Okay. Is there a daily book anywhere around here? Maybe I should just go get the situation figured out with the rumbling school, because then we would stop the screen shake. Seismograph. This is it, guys. So, can you read it? Not really, Sam. What about you? If you observe this map, you might notice that some of the circles share the same center. How many centers are there? I would say 4. Does anybody else come up with a different answer? Oh, wait. Nope. 5. I'm seeing 5. So here's one. Here is one which accounts for these rings. Here's two other rings you don't see the center for. Here's one you don't see the center for. Here's ones you don't see the center for. And here's these enormous ones you don't see the center for. Was that... how many did I just say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Is that what I said? I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. Let's try 6. Oh, Dan, you said 5? Maybe it was 5. Alright, let's try 5. There are 5 centers. Circles that share a center are called concentric circles, so we can also say that there are 5 sets of concentric circles. Cool. Alright. There's something about this map that leads to one of its corners. If you think you've figured it out, mark the correct corner of the map. Something that leads to one of the corners? I mean... a bunch of these circles seem to emanate from down in this corner, but I mean, if you're talking about just something different in the corners, there's water up here. The roadways don't seem to go into the corners precisely. So some of the centers, like I said, they seem to come from this vicinity. Anybody have a different suggestion? There's nothing really overly exciting going on in this corner. It's these two corners that it really seems like there's something going on in. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try this, and if I'm wrong, then we'll guess again. Well done, some of the circles form an arrow. What? That points to the bottom left corner. An arrow? I didn't even see an arrow. Does anybody see an arrow? Even now staring at it, I don't see it. Huh. Not sure. Okay, well. Good guess based on wrong information. It's not the first time we've done that. That's it, Sam. You did it. So you're saying that the epicenter is in the atrium. Let's go. No time to waste. I said nothing of the sort, but sure. This is the spot where the results pointed to. I'm nervous. Is that normal? Well, only one way to find out. Let's dig. Can you feel that? Something solid. It was really here. You were right, Maya. I can't decide whether I'm proud or scared. Now for the final confirmation. Let's try assembling it. Sam? Mysterious object. Oh, this is a unique shape. The shakes are getting wild. Hurry up. Do you feel that? Feel what? Exactly. The ground isn't shaking. It's connected. I was right. Why so scared, Dom? We're at the epicenter of this mystery. Literally. I know, which is precisely why I'm gulping. So that takes care of the what. Next up, who, how, and why. For a place that's all about puzzles, this seems like the ultimate one. And I hope you don't mind digging now, just now, because we're going to be doing a lot of it. But where do we even dig? I have a hunch trouble will find us. It has done so far. And when trouble comes knocking, next time we know what to do. Find the object. So what, we just wait around until the next catastrophe? We won't wait around. It takes patience to find a new lead, but it'll come. And what about the hooded man? Did he bury this one like he planted the ones before? No idea how he fits into all of this, but one thing's for sure. There's more to the Academy than we've been told. Attention! The earthquake is over. We're detecting no more seismic activity. Everyone is accounted for, and thankfully no one was seriously injured. All classes are resumed for the day. Thank you for how you conducted yourselves today, and tread lightly until the rubble is cleared. Classes are resumed. That's what I like to hear. Off to class. Sam? Okay, so let's... Where are we? Okay, so I don't... Can we go through here? No. That was where one of the things was that I wanted to check out. And the other thing... I'm not sure if I even... Alright, well, we'll talk about that at some point when I actually get access to that area of the map again. Alright, let's go in the Students Club. Ramona, best to leave it at that. Cornelius, lucky I got this shot before he hit me with his best one. What? Nate's comic book. Dream on, dweeb. Well, maybe if you do my homework. How about that? Okay. Ooh, I like dominoes. Arrange the given dominoes so that they form a single chain. You must follow the rules of domino. Touching dominoes must touch with matching numbers. If you add the two numbers at the ends of the chain, what result will you get? That's my guess. Wait, that's not right. Hang on a second. It should be 9. And the reason being, if you're chaining them all together, they all should have an equal number of presents. So 5 will be changed to a 5. So anytime you get one that has to be on the end, there should be an odd number of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s, and there are 3 3s. Everything else looks like it has an equal number. So there's 4 4s, there's 4 2s, there's 2 1s, so it should be that way. That's right, you didn't even need to form the chain to solve this. All you had to do was count how many of each number there are, and the 2 that come in odd quantities. Yay! Correct logic this time. This time your task is to form a square out of dominoes. There are no rules to follow, but you should keep their dimensions in mind. What's the lowest number of domino pieces you need for the task? To form a square, you need 2. Is this a trick question? No rules. Keep their dimensions at the lowest number of domino pieces you need for the task. If you put 2 together, it's going to make a square. So that better be right. The real trick is to realize that you can use any of the sides to form a square. If you stand them up and use the smallest surface, you only need 2 pieces. Stand them up? I wasn't even thinking about standing them up. I was thinking about shove them together, and it makes 4 equal-sized quadrants. I have no idea what they're talking about. My logic makes a square. Any idiot could have done this. Take it. Only nerds read those anyway. Okay. Anything else we should be looking for around here? Oh, you know what? There's one other person. Where was the library again? Well, there's the infirmary. Is this the library? Yeah. We need a picture of that K girl. Wrong logic wins again. We should make that our motto. Next to our collective IQ. That's Kay, the bookworm of the class. I never noticed how cute she was. Moving on. You want to play pinball? Alright, Kay. Here you go. Have a book. Do you have the book? It's on bookshelf number 12. One more book to read. Thank you so much, Sam. You are my hero. Okay. What's the question mark in the infirmary? Oh, I was supposed to give that kid his comic book back. Did you bring me my comic book? Here you go. Thank you so much, Sam. Now I won't bore myself to death. Where's the daily book today? Alright, we've got 2 classes to go to today. Symbols and Great Hall. Let's go this way. Let's see if we can maybe find the... Oh, we also have to find the, There's like a violin in the middle of that mess. We also have to get the daily newspaper puzzle. Oh. Okay, so we didn't come out this way apparently this morning. I apparently didn't get everybody from the class, because I can't... Can I talk to you? Yeah, he's not giving me anything necessarily related to the, Okay. Well, let's check our book for machines. There's a book on the floor of this mess? Down here, Dan? Or did you mean over in the other hallway? Let me read my machines book really quick. We're reading chapter 2 today for machines. Engineering's, that's chapter 1. One of the first examples of sophisticated machinery constructed in Arbor was the first seismograph, designed by Hugh Hedrick. It was inspired by the ancient device, the drip clock. This contraption could absorb tremors from deep within the Earth's core and serve as a warning sign for upcoming quakes. This gave Hedrick the idea of a device that could detect the source of upcoming earthquakes, which would allow for safety measures to be initiated before the quake. As earthquakes were fairly common around the time, it minimized human casualties and helped cement Hedrick's reputation as a brilliant engineer. Okay. Let's go to class and then we'll go look for the book. Let's enter. I'm so glad to see you're all present, safe, and ready for class. Tucker here is still trembling, though, a little shock after the aftershock. Not true. Tucker, you'll be fine. You're on firm and stable ground now. Since we're already behind, let's dive right in. And I think I have just the right warm-up question. Which ancient machine inspired the drip clock? Hey, Star Student achievement. Baron found it in the desolate pits and gave it to Hugh for his birthday. Let's try another one, carrying on with the same theme. What was the name of Hugh Hedrick's seismograph? The Kineticos. I believe it means motion in ancient Greek. Languages are not my thing. I mean, Professor Jonathan, how often did earthquakes strike in Baron's time? Well, Dominic, I think Anastasia might be able to shed more light on the subject. But what I can tell you is that earthquakes were a more common and more powerful sight back then. Today's events were hopefully just an exception. Legend has it that the epicenter of the quake, which tore the academy down, that is the strongest one, was somehow just below school grounds. Ah, is it in the crypt? That's one legend I find pretty easy to believe. Now let's move on to the assignment. Engineers don't talk, they act. Pendulum. The device plotted 2 graphs. Graph A has value 1. What is the value of graph B? So this thing is largely just the inverse of this, I think. So -1? Oh, Lizard, you thought the same thing, and we're both wrong. We failed. 0. Alright, geeks, we'll try your theory. I don't know how you got to it, but we'll try it. I assumed it was largely just because it's not, it's not completely inverted, but it has the same number of these little downward points as it had upward points over here. 0. Yeah, we tried that one. So I assumed that basically the way that it worked is that this was canceled out by this. This was canceled out by this, and it left 1. If we use that same logic, this should be -1. Guess 5. Not quite sure I understand. You said because of the 5 points. This one had 3 points. Let's try it. Oof. Alright, let's try a hint. I see Geeks says -2. Let's use a hint and find out. If you look carefully, you will see that there are higher and lower peaks. What could it mean? Sure. We've already kind of looked at that, have we not? Alright, where are you coming up with -2, Geeks? Oh my god, it is literally the same graph turned upside down. Because the pink's on the bottom here. So is the answer still 1? Are they being jerks? The readings are entirely the same. Someone just flipped the paper, it seems. You stinking game. The pendulum has a constant speed and swings from one reading device to the other. It touches the blue reading device 3 times per second. How many times per second does it touch a reading device if you doubled its speed? If it touches the blue reading device 3 times per second, and you double its speed, it should be 6, right? Because it wants to know how many times it touches a reading device, but there's one over here. So if it's, well, 6, it would hit 6 here, and then it would hit 12, I guess, actually. Because if you double it, it should be hitting this 6 times, and it would also hit this 6 times. Hey, that makes sense. Are you revolting against the game, Geeks? That's right, the question doesn't mention a specific reading device. If you double the speed of the pendulum, it would touch both devices 12 times per second. Okay. Wonderful, a true engineer knows the simplicity yields the greatest results. Homework for next time is Chapter 3. Take care until then. Okay, we've completed machines class. Alright, let's go in the other hallway and see if that book... Alright, let's check. There are kind of books laying all over is the thing. It makes it very confusing. Alright. Yeah, I'm guessing these are just like a standard kind of template to show the disaster, which makes it very confusing. My character's stuttering a bit. It's a little weird. Okay, so there's more books over here. More books over here. But that kind of seems to be like the... It's just the graphic, that purple backpack with the red book with the, like, protractor thing on top of it. You know, let's go check the library really quickly. Because I think I can get a daily paper in here. You're revolting, Geeks. Daily paper. Newspaper 3. Are we getting more candles? Darkness cover school for the brightest. Arbor in shadow after weather anomaly. Okay, so this time we have to have 4 of them. Oh, interesting. Okay. There we go. And then this would be a 1. Oh. They have that hard-coded in there. I didn't even notice that. Whoops. Oh, wait. I can't do that either. Yeah, that doesn't work. I'm not gonna get 2 more. These are still a bit of a mystery to me. So it has to be that there has to be, it can't have a higher number next to it. So this one automatically becomes because there's a higher number above it. This one gets grayed out, and then we get this little black thing here. But now this one will be illuminated because the one next to it is lower than it. It is a little confusing, yes, Steph. I still only got to 3 on both of them. So it almost seems like it has to be... Oops, the other way, I guess. 3, and then 2, and then 1. Wait. One of those should be lit up. Oh yeah, that's right, that doesn't work. What a mess. Dan, these are becoming more and more complicated. I think this is the same result I got to previously. Had 3 on both sides. Okay. We have it. Maybe we'll look at it later. They make my head hurt a little bit, because they're a little more... Like, I can do Sudoku, no problem, but with those little illumination things, man, that gets confusing. I assume you're not in my class, are you? Need to be closer. Okay. Whoops. Now I got 2. She wouldn't hide it in the same place twice, would she? But, okay. So we're very limited as to where we can go, which means that the daily book needs to be somewhere. All right, let's go to our other class. Symbols. Yeah, Dan, I think you're right. It's just trying to get it together in such a way that, so if we look at it again, so yeah, they become, whoops, that was not what I was trying to do. For some reason, it's not allowing me to click properly right now. Okay, well, regardless. We said we'd save it till later. But yes, it's kind of like what you're saying, is that it actually, it is requiring you to unlight a certain number of the slots, and they have to, it's based on whether the numbers are higher that are next to it. Alright, Chapter 1, Introduction to Decoding. We are on Chapter 1. We haven't had Symbols class yet, have we? Oh, we have. Whoops. Then I guess we better read Chapter 2. Tunian language is considered to be the first written language used in Arbor, a symbol language. It was used prior to the establishment of the alphabet by the tribes and peoples that inhabited Arbor's territory. It was decoded using the Twin Tablet, which contained an early form of the language and the Tunian manuscript. The Tunian manuscript was a document that detailed the process of buying a horse cart. Okay. Just unique. Yep, let's go. Class, I believe today's events have been stressful for you, and that you'd like nothing more than for us to perhaps skip today's assignments. Wow, thank you for your understanding, Miss Octavia. Yes, thank you so much. Which is exactly why today's assignments will be twice as hard. Characters shaped in crises such as these, the quiz begins now. Which language is considered to be the first written language? That would be Tunian. Let's take it up a notch. It's a symbol language. Yes. Questions before we move on? I'd like to ask one thing. Yes. I've heard rumors of if we wait any longer, we'll be welcoming a new generation of students through the door. I've heard legends of a secret language Baron Holloway designed, one that couldn't be deciphered by anyone, and that all his ideas were written down in this language. Is it true? Arbor has never seen, nor will it ever see, a more brilliant man than Baron Holloway, which is why some thoughts are better left to him and to him alone. So to answer your question, Dominic, yes, those stories are true. Perhaps it's fitting that we don't have access to all the secrets of his mind. Where did he write these things down, anyway? And why didn't he just share it with everyone? Don't think you can trick me into forgetting about the assignment, which we will begin now. Ancient language. You are presented with a list of 8 known symbols along with their meaning. 2 new symbols were discovered on more writing from the same era. Focus on the upper symbol for now. Can you deduce its meaning? So I have a guess. I don't know if I'm right or not. So if I was guessing, this is a combination of 2 symbols. which would be 4 and 5. So I'm assuming it's 9. The symbol seems to be made up of symbols for 4 and 5. Okay. So good logic to that one. You may have figured out the first symbol, but the second one won't be as easy. Give it a try. So I have a guess for this one too. Negative 13. I didn't realize there's a negative number in the options. I'll give you guys a second to look at it. All right, so Dan came up with 10. So if I was guessing, I would also, like Dan, I would be guessing a 10. And it's not because it's the next number chronologically, it's because if you turn it on the side, it looks like a 7 and a 3. So if you add those two numbers together, you should get a 10. Initially, I was looking in the options for 73 and 37, but I think it's just 10. Well done. The symbol is actually made of rotated digits 3 and 7. You get the number 10 once you add them. The use of Arabic numerals might have been unexpected, but you certainly weren't fooled. No, we weren't. Ha ha. Good. I see you're not a lost cause. For homework, read chapter 3 of your textbook. Class dismissed. Okay. It's weird that the today I should moves down the thing, because it, like, you can't click on that, but it's telling me that the last thing to do is to go to bed. But I haven't found the daily book, darn it. Are you gonna have this all cleaned up by tomorrow so I can run more places? Okay, so we looked in the Students' Club, we looked in the infirmary, we looked in the library, which was over here, I think. I never remember where the library is. I have such a hard time with that. Oh, it's over there. Okay. So, we came down one of these stairwells this morning. That's not what I wanted, but I mean, sure. I want the chocolate bar. How do I get it? They've made it impossible to get chocolate bar? Because when you go up, all it wants to do is read the picture. Hey, there we go. I was just trying to see what it would happen if it would let me in the girls' dormitory. Alright, so this thing that I found on the wall over here. Apparently not on this wall. It's one of these walls. So, it apparently can't be interacted with, but it is shiny. So let's remember that. It's like two partial triangles, sort of connected. archaeology and geography are classrooms, so we wouldn't be able to get into those. Let's double check. Here's another chocolate bar. Alright guys, where else have we not looked? Make one more quick pass and then I guess we'll... I'm not gonna spend like 10 minutes torturing you guys running around the school like I had to find that last book. We check the Students Club, we'll double check it. We'll let Tom play pinball while we're in here. It's funny that they give you their own games as like pinball machines. That's where we came from, down the stairs. Yeah, I'm not too sure, because we were through all of this pretty intensely. Are any other ones of you in my class that I need to take a picture of? Are you in my class? No idea. Founded in 1503 by Baron Alistair Holloway. The Academy Square originally contained 2 obelisks that the Baron managed to import from Egypt. Okay, I see them. They're in the front yard. Kind of on either side of that big white circle. Great Hall is the entrance point of the Academy and the first door that the brightest minds open. 2 wings contain over 10 classrooms and 2 large dormitories. The library was used as a dungeon for its first 250 years. Alright, that's enough information. Okay. Unless anybody has Googled where the Day 4 book is located, I guess we'll just head to bed. They've all been read so far, so I've, like, when I say read, I don't mean that I've actually taken the time to read them. I mean that, they're read in color. And I've not seen that yet. Well, that's the teacher for the symbols class. Oh, that's right, we can't get in this way. Hey, here's another one of these symbols. I feel like those are going to be important at some point. You Googled it? Is there actually a list of locations on Google? That was weird. I just turned on the water. Did you come up with a location, Lizard, before I go up and go to bed? They don't make the books easy to find sometimes. Just making sure we were going the right way. Men's restroom in the East Wing. Oh, that's all the way back downstairs. Oops. That's right. I can't go that way. How do I get out of here again? Atrium. There we go. How did we miss that? East Wing is... that's West Wing, East Wing. Here's where I just turned the sink on. I had no idea you could go into the bathrooms. Oh my gosh. You're right. Ah, lizard. Frog prints. This pond is a favorite among frogs due to the many lily pads it houses. If you observe carefully, you may notice something interesting here. 3 lily pads can be rotated to create a triangle. Oh, this again. So would it be these 3? They seem like the most logical because these are all very, very narrow. Let's try those. Okay. Leaping from lily pad to lily pad, you can get old rather quick. So the frog prince started making up leaping patterns to amuse himself. His next 3 leaps are marked in the picture. Can you figure out which lily pad will be his next target? Can it be all the way back here? So they have designations on them. There's a number of stripes. So this one is 1, 2, and then 3. This is the only one that's got 4. That's a long jump. Yep, counting the lines. That's it. I knew it. Thanks to Lizard for making sure we didn't miss our daily book. But that sink was just running when I came out. Okay. Upstairs is over here. Bedroom is over here. Okay. Do we have to do any studying today? Appreciate it, Lizard. Go to sleep. Yes. Morning, Roomy. Did you hear that rumbling during the night? I bet you that was Johnny clearing up the debris. He probably cleared all of it. The school under renovation will make for some great photos, so I'm off to it. Okay. Sure. Oh, we have the other artifact now. We have all of them except for the one that Hermione has. Oh, yes. We're back to normal now. Alright, before we go too far, let's check this hallway for the next stinking daily book. And now that I know that I can get into bathrooms... Alright, daily puzzle. Whoops, I was going to take it for later. We haven't solved the last one yet. The Academy trembles with dread. Quake strikes school, no casualties reported. Alright, let's take a go at it. This one maybe might be easier because there's only 2 that need to be lit up. Oh. No, there's more candles in the middle this time. Whoops. I can't do that, can I? Yeah, that one was slightly easier than the yesterday one. Just saying. Alright, so there's something in the atrium, and there's also class this way. Okay, we can no longer get into the West Wing. Hey! We found it today. Rapunzel. I love how these are like, fairy tales. Rapunzel's well known for having very long hair. Her evil stepmother wants to cut her hair, all 20 meters of it. If it takes her 1 minute to cut 50 centimeters of Rapunzel's hair, how long will it take to cut all of her hair? Oof. This is terrible, guys. Those of us in the Imperial system. Since we're not in the metric system. So... Oh gosh, and then it's in time on top of that. Is the answer 40 minutes? So it would take 2 minutes to cut 100 centimeters. I'm right about that, aren't I? Oof. No. You think it's still 1 minute? Let's try it. Good job. The question tried to mislead you. Just one cut is necessary to cut all of her hair. Where's Geeks revolting? Rapunzel likes to look through the window of her tower and admire the roofs of the many buildings in the realm. However, even though her tower is very tall, there is one roof she is not able to see. Which one? Are you ready to revolt again, Geeks? The answer should be her own. Oh, goodness. This game, I tell ya. You're still revolting. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's go to class. You know, let's go to this class, because I'm assuming this is where I wanted to go to show you guys the other things that I found. We'll come back to you later, lady. Alright, so... Oh, wait, this is the backyard. I think... Oh, wait, is this... This is the wrong way, I think. Where am I? Oh, goodness. So I need to get out to the front yard where George's cafe was. Was that the other direction? The Academy Square, maybe? Can I get out here? Okay. So, yes. There's two other things that I found. One of them, I don't know... You're leaving a mixed review on Steam. Alright, so while I was wandering down here last time looking for the book, I already picked this up, but there was a pine cone under this tree. I should have left it there and picked it up with you guys, but I don't know if that's actually something that's going to be useful later, or if it's just kind of like an Easter egg since the game was made by Pine Studios and their icon is a pine cone. Other thing that I've seen is also out here. There are stairs that go up alongside this front door. And at the top of this, there's a top hat. What a curious little hat. Finders keepers. Black and red hat seems out of place. I don't know what that does. Does that... Is that just a collectible? Oh, it's just a collectible. Was that maybe what the other thing was too? Whoops. Yeah, I don't know what the pine cone was, and I have no idea where it actually went in my inventory when I picked it up. But there you have it. We've now got a top hat. I don't know if we can wear it or not, but we have it. go to class. The pine cone's an Easter egg. It was mentioned in a video of another YouTuber that you follow. Oh, so you've actually seen this game before? How are you revolting then? Shouldn't you know all the answers? We are going to... whatever this is. Classroom PE. We don't have a textbook for that, I don't think. Do we? What in the heck would be... PE. No required reading. Got it. Okay, let's just go. Are we playing volleyball? 10 hut soldiers line up and feet on the front line. This is intense. Survival class begins now. But Professor Ripley, wasn't this supposed to be PE? PE is short for pathetic excuses. From now on, this will be known as survival class. Are you to address me? You are to address me as Sergeant Ripley at all times, soldier. Do you copy? It was a 30-second clip. Nice. Sir, I copy, sir. Sir, I went ahead and read your Soldier's Guide to Survival cover to cover. Oh, did you? Did you really? Name the first rule of survival. Run away from danger, sir. Affirmative. You just bought yourself a minute, and that's a maybe. Are we going to do any sports? Affirmative. Archery, martial arts, wilderness survival, urban warfare. Holy cow, what kind of martial arts? All of them. Pop quiz begins now. We didn't have a textbook! What do you do if there's nowhere to run from the enemy? Confuse him. Affirmative. Confuse your enemy to buy time and check your surroundings. Okay. Professor, why is Nurse June here? And why does she have so many bandages? No distractions, soldiers. New question. Instincts and reflexes are what type of behavior? Instincts and reflexes are innate. Affirmative, but you still have to practice them, and you will. You there. You've been quiet. I don't trust quiet. Get over here and solve this problem. The bomb. I mean, the clock is ticking. Let's see how you deal with pressure. Guys? Which of the sectors is surrounded by the least number of neighboring sectors? Should be this one, right? This one's only bordered by 2. This one's bordered by like 4. This one's bordered by 3, by 3. This one's bordered by like 4. Okay, that one was easy. The bonus question will likely not be so easy. Sectors have serial numbers. A is 311 and B is 227. What is the serial number of Sector C? A is 3. Okay, so here's 11, 36, 21. But A is 311. I thought it was kind of counting down, kind of like latitude and longitude, but this is 7 all the way down here. Does anybody see anything apparent that might explain this one? was thinking maybe it had something to do with the total number of, like, squares in it, but it doesn't seem to be. Too slow. Time is ticking, soldier. Oh no. I don't know the answer. There's too much pressure, lizard. Six to 10 is your guess. I guess we have plenty of chocolate bars for a reason. Let's use a hint. The numbers represent the sum of the numbers, but which numbers? I feel like I'm more confused now than I was before. Does that have something to do with measurements? Okay, so well, there's 11. That doesn't total 27, though. That would be, what, 23. Two to 23. Yeah, that's 3. Or does the sector go the whole way down to here? Actually, I guess it would be between the red lines. Oof. I got nothing. Let's go 6 to 10 for Geeks' guess. You're correct. I did not go because it doesn't make sense. Like, I can't get it even to work properly for A. So... okay, so that does total 27, but it does not total 11 in section A. All right, let's take a guess at this. Does any of them have a 20 in it? Nope. All right, well, C is slightly smaller than both of them. I don't know what the first digit represents either. We'll go with Steph's guess, 9 to 8. All right, Lizard, it's your turn to pick one. I'll guess one, and I'll say 6 to 7. All right, we got 3 left. Lizard says 9 to 15. Okay, done. Good guess, Lizard. Do you have any idea why? Well done. The first number is the sum of the numbers inside the sector. Oh, you stupid people. And the other number is the sum of numbers from the adjacent sectors. You bunch of jerks. Okay, so what it did, the first one was like 3 to, what, 11 or something like that? So it had a 21 in the actual section A, so that's where the 3 came from. And then the 3 plus the 11 from next door, well, not the 11, the individual numbers. There's a 1 and a 1, that's 5, and an 8 and a 1 is 6, 14. I think that's an 81, I'm not sure. So that's what it was doing. Okay, well, we got it. Again, using terrible logic and a lot of guesses, but, you know, we got there in the end. Mission accomplished, soldier. You're going home. You're safe for now. 1,000 squats, push-ups, and crunches for homework. Yeah, we're not doing that. Next time we'll learn about surviving the flood. Not just any flood, the Great Flood. Read, prepare, survive. What? Pages? 2 to 4. Class dismissed and Godspeed. Man, my ears are still buzzing from all that shouting. I heard he got kicked out of the army. Can't say I'm surprised after this introduction. What's up with you guys? I love this class. Nate, buddy, you need help. And what's with the Great Flood he mentioned? Guy's cuckoo, if you ask me. Maya, you should hear that. That sure sounds like something we should look into. Mm-hmm. How do we tackle it? Gotta rush. Later. Okay, this is starting to get on my nerves. We need to find that Nate kid. He's one of the other people we need to get a picture of. Nate, are you hanging out down here writing comics again? Oh, wait. This was not the area with the cafe. Oh, right. The cafe's in the front yard. I keep forgetting. All right, where's our other class? Is in here? Chapter 3, the rendition of the modern-day telling of Noah's Ark. Oh, here's Nate. Hey, achievement unlocked. Say cheese. Yay, we got them all. Cool. What other tasks do we have today? Machines class and history class. They're putting a lot of emphasis on history. I have a funny feeling that... Oh, good morning, my fellow detective. I hope you're ready for a new adventure. I know I am. After sleeping on it, I gotta say I'm pretty excited about all this mystery stuff. Think about it. We could be the ones to crack it, whatever it is. Maya was right, as usual. Just don't tell her I said that. Speaking of which, I think I heard her inside. Let's go to her and see where to next. I was just gonna go to class, but okay. Maya, over here. What's our next lead? Did you think of something? Oh, hi. Nothing much. We should definitely look for the next object before things go crazy again. Yeah, I gotta prepare for class notes now, so talk later. But what? Bye. Did she just ghost us? Whatever. Let's get to class. Well, Kay was there. So far, she's not really been involved with everything, right? Alright. Anything in this hallway? We already got the book for the day. Okay. We have machines, which is chapter 3. It was the partnership of Baron Holloway and Hugh Hedrick that put Arbor on the engineering blueprint of the world so early in time. The ingenuity and creativity of Baron Holloway perfectly complemented the calculated and cautioned pragmatism of Hedrick. Together, they set the engineering standards Arbor became known for and spearheaded the engineering revolution with countless inventions. Fun fact, since the men were such close friends, Hedrick even made a music box for the 5th birthday of Baron Holloway's daughter, Eudora. We saw her on the family tree. Enter. We are here rather a lot, just saying. Good morning, my engineers in the making. I'm sure the cogs in your brain are already turning at full speed, so let's get to it. Was the partnership of Baron Holloway and Basil Pebbleton. No. False. In fact, is correct. It was Hugh Hedrick was the other part of that extraordinary pairing. All right. And how about another fun fact about these two brilliant men? What gift, for Eudoria's birthday, was a music box? Correct. Although it wasn't a happy birthday for Eudoria, this was the first birthday after her mother's passing, which had left her inconsolable. So Baron Holloway asked Hugh if he could construct something that would comfort her. Thus, the music box played Eudoria's favorite lullaby that her mother sang to her. That way she would always be close to her, even if only in the form of a melody. Professor, please stop. That's devastating. You said it would be a fun fact. You're right. I got a little carried away there. Never mind. Let's go and tackle today's assignment. Gears. This machine is stuck. Which gear would you remove so that the end gears could spin in the desired directions? That is a lot of gears. So if this one goes clockwise, this one goes counterclockwise, which means this one goes clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. So it's somewhere in this chain. I'm assuming it would have to be some of these duplicates. Clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. And both of these two would go clockwise, counterclockwise. Wait. This can't happen, can it, Dan? Because if this one goes clockwise, it forces these to both go counterclockwise. Isn't that going to make this thing, like, not work at all? You think the top one with the crosshair? This one? This one here? There's a couple of them that kind of have a crosshair look, but you said the top one. Unless you meant this one. The top left one here? Or like the top right one here? Oh, this would still go counterclockwise. So if this goes clockwise, this goes counter, and this one also goes counter. I see a bunch of no's and yeses, so are we talking about the top right one? Okay. Thank you for clarifying. That's why I gave you some options of what I'm going to call them. So we'll go top right. I actually think it's this one. I don't think that these two can go because this one turns clockwise, and because of the pulley on this one, these are both going to turn counterclockwise, but this one's going to be... Eesh. Two of the gears were trying to spin the same direction in different directions, so one of them had to go. Okay. Wow. That really put your brain power to the test, though. All of the gears except one were set in place with great precision. Which gear is the one that wasn't? What would we be looking for precision? So this one is a different one altogether. This one seems to be more disjointed from the other one than the other ones seem to be. But you could also maybe argue that it would be this one, and that's why they had to put a pulley on it. So, bottom left, bottom right, one with the random circles in it. They're the ones, like I said, that I immediately notice a difference in. Or if somebody has a different guess altogether. Top right, the teeth are smaller. This one here. They're a little bit smaller than some of these other ones, but they almost seem the same size as this one, but we can try it. No, not that one. I'm gonna try this one just because, like I said, if you're setting gears in precisely, having a pulley system seems like it's maybe not so precise. Okay. Now we're both wrong. All right, who else wants to guess? The one that doesn't have the cross in the middle? Oh, lizard, that's a good call. This is the only one that was not laid out with properly on the graph paper. Lizard, look at you. Having an actual logical solution behind it. Every other gear is centered on an intersection of the blueprint guidelines. Shoosh. I tell you what, great job. Keep up the good work. Alright, that would be it for the day. Any questions, perhaps? Yeah, I have one. Go ahead, Cornelius. I keep hearing Baron this, Baron that, but what did he really do? I mean, he's supposed to be this genius, but, like, what did he even make? He didn't even construct the music box for his kid. Some genius. Corn, a mind like his comes once in a few centuries, and that's if you're lucky. Not only did he come up with ideas and inventions unheard of until he came up with them, but he also saw in which direction technology was headed and predicted many of them. Didn't I hear that he was also this mystic kind of dude? With, like, creepy inventions? This mystic dude came up with many inventions ahead of their time. As stories tell, they even scared people because of how different they were. Some even say that he hid some of them because he believed it wasn't their time yet. Wait, what? Where did he hide them exactly? I'm afraid I'm as puzzled as you are about that, but who knows? Maybe you'll stumble upon some of them. He did build this place, after all. Until you do, keep your grades up and read Chapter 4 for homework. Maya, come on, this is beginning to sound like a proper story in the making. You love stories and mysteries, all that stuff, remember? Yeah, we'll see about it later. I'm kinda in a rush. Have to go see about something. She is very much in a rush today, jeez. And there she goes again. Alright, we will do history class yet today, and then we might call it there. I want to make sure that we get done in a timely fashion. We went way overboard last week. So let's check. History class is Chapter 3. Earliest records of Arbor existing as an independent town date back to the 9th century. Some theories suggest that Arbor existed even in ancient times under a different name until the 14th century. The Albertan, sure, family all held political and social power in Arbor. Their ruling began being infamous for its pursuit of territorial gains as a means of progress. After the Holloway family took over Arbor in the 15th century, the city's economy experienced exponential growth, which has not stopped to this very day. The people of Arbor mark Baron Holloway's birth as the beginning of the Renaissance and the end of the Dark Ages, making him the most celebrated figure in Arbor's history. Oh, and here's his family tree that we have been looking at, the one, or, well, it's a family tree. It doesn't look quite the same. History class, go! Yes. Hey, where's Maya? I don't see her anywhere. She must be absent. We'll talk when the class ends. It's starting now. Good day, my dear students. Yesterday's events are behind us. The school is completely restored, and you're all safe. So how about we shake things up with a little quiz? That's terrible humor after an earthquake. Just saying. Wow, Professor, a little too soon. See, Tucker even agrees. Earliest records of Arbor existing as an independent town date to the 11th century, I believe. Although the ancient Arbor theory suggests it might have existed way before under a different name. Let's stick with that topic with a little twist. Which family is known for the biggest contribution to Arbor's growth? That'd be the Holloway family. There was significant rivalry between them, but the Holloway family came out on top. Did the two families fight in like wars and battles? Well, Nathan, glad to hear from you for a change. Fortunately, no. Their battles were fought on the economic and scientific battlegrounds. If there are no more questions, let's carry on with the assignment. It's alright, Dan. We all have bad days. I know when I take naps before these types of streams, my brain is a little foggy when I wake up, so... Oh! Craziness here. Interesting. In the year 1127, a team of archaeologists got stuck in one of Arbor's crypts, and a leaking gas made them hallucinate. There's something odd in this picture of the crypt. Can you find what isn't real? Okay. So I see a couple things that stand out. So first of all, I don't see how it's making this pattern with the lights, but other than that, there's a poster over here of the Academy which wouldn't have been built until... Well, it said Baron von Holloway's the one that made it, and he didn't take over Arbor until the 15th century, and this was in 1127. The team of archaeologists got stuck. Shadow. This shadow or this shadow? Oh, a light bulb in 1127. Yeah, this one looks more like a candle. Let's try that. Well spotted, one of the lamps contains a light bulb, and those certainly weren't invented yet. Someone had a very progressive vision. Well done, Lizard. Oh, wait. I clicked the wrong button. We missed the bonus question. Any more questions before we wrap it up for the day? Miss, I asked Professor Octavia something yesterday about Baron Holloway's writings. She said the stories were true about a secret language he wrote all his ideas in. So I just wanted to ask if you could maybe tell us more on the subject. Well, I see Octavia delved into the territory some would consider pure fantasy, but lucky for you, I am not among them. What would you like to hear? Well, did Baron Holloway really have secret writings in an equally secret language? Many would disagree with me. It's important that you know that. But it's long been believed that he wrote down all his ideas in one place. To be specific, a diary. A diary? And what was in it? Like his daily routine and what happened to him each day? Oh no, far from it. The diary contained more brilliant aspects from his mind. All the designs, sketches, and plans which would benefit Arbor and the Academy. But didn't he already realize most of them? I mean, look around. Oh, but there were many more he didn't finish during his time. Some were left unfinished, perhaps until someone worthy comes along to conclude them. But that's enough material for today. We have to leave something for tomorrow. But, oh, and don't think I forgot. Read Chapter 4 for tomorrow. Sam, something's wrong. You saw how weird Maya was today, and now she's skipping class. I'm a little worried. Wasn't she talking to your dad about something earlier? She seemed pretty agitated. What? I overheard them talking about the boiler room in the backyard. Kind of weird. She didn't seem like the engineer type to me. I know where that is, under the moat bridge. Thanks, Kay. Sam, let's go see if she's there and get to the bottom of this. So now the interesting question. Hey, we can do this. I wasn't sure if we could. Alright, we already did this. The earliest record of arbor was written in an ancient language. Can you find the only mention of arbor in that text? So this actually looks like the word arbor right here. A-R-B-O-R. Hey, that's the only 5-letter word with the second and last letters are the same. It's got to be arbor. Okay. Achievement unlocked quick thinking. Whoa. There's a lot of pages for achievements. Wonder if we've missed some because... Ooh, we just about have all this one. And we have a bunch of that one. I didn't even realize we had started on 2 of the other ones. Cool. Alright guys, well like I said, I did actually test out the save functionality, and it will pick up right where we exit. So we can stand here next to all of the awards, and then next week maybe we can solve... So obviously we are in chapter 2 now. I don't know how many days there are. Other than that, you can kind of see that history class has like at least 6 pages. So if there's history class just about every day, there's got to be at least 6 days worth of that. There's only 5 days, 5 symbols, 3 nature, 5 machines. So I'm assuming that probably there's about 2 to 3 days in every chapter, but I have no idea. We are on day 5. And obviously we are not completely finished because there's a bunch of tasks yet to do, but obviously we are going to go ahead and call it here for the day. And then we can hop back in next Sunday and maybe we can finally solve this whole... I'm cracking my neck apparently. And then maybe we can solve this whole mystery of what's going on at the Academy. So thanks guys for joining. As always, make sure to consider subscribing if you're not. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this. And I hope to see you guys next Sunday to solve the rest of the puzzles. So have a good day and thanks guys.